Good morning. My name's Rachel and I'm here to share angel kisses. I use two decks. One of them is called the Mermaids and Dolphins Magical, and the other one is called Indigo Angel Oracle. As you can see, it's another glorious day here on planet Earth. And we're going to pull the cards. Let's see what the cards say for today. Ooh. Watch your thoughts. And she's holding a mirror, so it's reflecting. And she's down deep in the sea. There's beautiful creatures. There's even a sunken ship. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. Ooh. Release and relax. And ironically, there's some hands on her head and a beautiful braid down the back of her back, staring out. And this is a big season for releasing and relaxing and being. A big, huge portal of light is open for all kinds of new energies and insights coming in. So definitely be very aware, conscious. Let's read our little bookie. Watch your thoughts is on page 41. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. By drawing this card, you're alerted to the extra importance of monitoring your thoughts. You have no neutral thoughts, and every one of them creates an effect in your life. So you're being asked to be vigilant in holding only positive thoughts. Most of us slip into negativity occasionally, and you may be no exception. However, you can undo the effects of negative thinking by recognizing them and stating, "I now cancel that thought and replace it with the following positive affirmation of my true divine desires." Then list the situations and attributes that mirror your godliness and godliness. During this important part of your life, you have the power to manifest your highest potential at the most rapid rate possible. And isn't that true? Like, everything is happening so fast. Connections with people. It's just like, man, even with some of the medical, if you're into cannabis or anything, I'm just blown away. I don't have any opinions one way or the other. I think that people should walk in love and realize that, all of it is good for you or it's not. It's all a matter of your perspective and how things related to you as you were growing up. You can have someone who, has Indian culture and they gathered around and did that kind of thing to connect with spirit. And that's all I'm saying. Anything that gets you to that place where you're able to connect and shut off everything else. And you don't need to do anything extra outside of yourself, but those things help, and you don't need people looking at you, condemning you for it, because that only brings more of the same. But what I was going to say is, I can't believe how fast, from a few years ago with the medical cannabis, how accepted it is being with people. It's like, and it is a plant. It's so funny how we can categorize something as so wrong, and it's like, you ever stop and think that maybe everything they said was wrong or bad is actually a beautiful blessing and an important key for you? Like, here's another example. They scare you all day about the sun and cancer and the radiation, but what is the first thing that they start your treatment with for cancer? Radiation. So, it's like, it's all good. But it is your soul wounds, if they're healed or not, that will, make it go either way for you. you can be having the most beautiful thing going on, and if your soul has wounds on it, you won't recognize it, you know? So it's all about the love, and it's all about having the wounds of your soul healed, the light shined on them, so we don't reflect out fear or that's bad, or, you know, it's all good. And there's some things I would not do, but that doesn't mean I judge them, you know. To each their own, walk in love. And every single bit of it is beautiful. It's our perception that's perverted. So that's what we constantly have to be putting in the light and in love, is our perception. So let's read the next one. It's called Release and Relax. The first card was Watch Your Thoughts on page 41. And this one's Release and Relax. RST. And it's on 37. So 5 and 10, because 41, 4 and 1 is 5. 37, 3 and 7 is 10. So we got 10 and 5 is 15, 6. I dare you, look up what the beautifulness of number 6 is. As an indigo, you were born to be passionate, and nothing can change that. However, this card reminds you to focus on channeling your emotions and opinions in positive and constructive ways, for the sake of peace. The angels ask you to find a creative, beneficial release for your emotions so you can move on freely. For example, you can channel anger into artistic projects or volunteering for activist work. Ask the angels to help you express yourself in healthful, beneficial ways. Make sure you're always fair to yourself, but be fair to those around you as well. So this is a great example. There was times where I was going through different things, and, you know, just like anybody else, you like to have vices or go-tos, and some of them can be healthier for you, depending on where your soul's at, than others. But once your soul is whole and in the light, you aren't affected by anything, and you don't even want to consume overly. It's like it's just not necessary. And that's why you just don't focus on a problem. If you have it, you focus on what your outcome, what you would like to see. But I'm a runner. I like to, you know, I do lots of things. I crochet, I run, I read, I love to take baths, I love to be out hiking. I just am very earthy and flighty, in the sense of I believe in all the magic with the fairies and I'm always, it just feels good to be in that space. But what I was going to say is, you know, if you do like drinking or you do like indulging or any of those things, those are not bad. But what is bad is the way that people have looked upon them, and then you think that that's true, and then you consume and do that stuff, and it affects you just by a thought process of you believing that that is bad for you. So maybe find something healthier to do, like, you know, if you're feeling frustrated or angered or anything like that, maybe have a positive spin of doing something like going for a walk, or count to 10, or take a bath, or, you know, get out. I started doodling, and I'm really impressed with what happens with my doodles. They come out amazing, and it just like starts with a little flower, a little circle that I add on to. But do that first, and then indulge after you've released that emotion. Don't indulge when you're angry, because that only perpetuates that anger. And when you start getting, the thing about drinking or indulging or anything of the such is, wherever you're at, you're going to emphasize that. Okay, you're going to stay stuck there. So if you're on a high emotion, you know, that's great. That's a good spot to go and, you know, indulge or do whatever. But if you're in a bad frequency or emotion or frustrated, and then you go and say, oh gosh, I get messed up or whatever, then you're perpetuating that energy. So get your wound taken care of first by doing something like running or swimming or taking a bath, and then carry about. And by then, you maybe don't even want to get, you know, it won't have the same effect of getting intoxicated or messed up, you know. So, and that's why this stuff happens for us in seasons. It's like if we were to get all the glory and all the good at one time, we got to get the wounds addressed in our soul first. And you know those wounds because they trigger you, and you feel it in your emotions. So, shining the glory light on the wounds of our soul, and then caring about our business. I hope you guys all have a beautiful day. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's so many things to go out and appreciate and count your blessings for. It's ridiculous. So let's start on that foot. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.